The topic of fatness is one of the most controversial topics on the internet.
Yeah, and that's quite possibly the saddest fact about the current state of the internet. Do you think people in the year 2000 could have predicted that in 2022 that we would unironically be debating if being a fat ass is a net positive? Dude, give me a break. I love fat people, I seriously do. Boogie2988 literally followed me on Twitter the other day, okay? I get the fat cosign. But like, what is this argument that it's a healthy lifestyle? What sort of paint-drinking troglodyte would ever make that argument? Anyways, what's going on, guys? Today we're going to be watching a video that I found on YouTube titled "Both Sides of the Fat Phobia Debate Need to Stop." It's an almost hour-long video where this guy is pretty much talking about how the fat people are controversial now. Now, the video itself isn't even that bad, so don't go leave hate comments or don't go disliking the video because it's not even a bad video. There's just different parts throughout the video where I think the dude who made the video was trying way too hard to pander to the very pro-fat positive group, almost unnecessarily, and it seemed like the only reason he was doing it was to try to, like, essentially just, like, be nice to them. Anyways, leave a like on this video or else you're gonna get eaten by a shark, and let's get into this.
On the one side, fat people can't even exist online without constant harassment and bullying.
So, like that, for example, that to me seems like something that doesn't actually have to do with the debate itself. Like, this point itself actually has nothing to do with making an argument that is pro or against fat positivity. He's just like, oh yeah, some people are mean on the internet, where it's like, that's gonna happen to you regardless of whether or not you're fat. So, using that to sort of, like, victimize fat people, it just seems like you're saying that to make people feel bad for one side of this debate, rather than actually giving an argument.
Conservatives like Ben Shapiro have created an entire market around calling out fat people and sending his millions of followers to go harass them.
Okay, so that's just not true. People who make videos and people who create content centered around criticizing body positivity, that's not inciting harassment. Like, if I made videos on TikTokers who are like, oh, being fat, it's really good for you, and then I talk over some gameplay and I say, no, you're wrong, please hit the gym. That's not me inciting harassment toward a group of people. These people made content on the internet and I responded to it on the internet. Dude, like, what are you talking about?
However, on the other side, you have some fat activists saying that intentional weight loss of any kind is fat-phobic.
Yeah, and that's retarded. Like, that is literally the stupidest thing I've ever heard. And anybody who wants to make a video criticizing that can totally do that. They're allowed to do that. That is literally how the internet works. Somebody says something stupid on the internet, and then people on the internet respond to it. This isn't a phenomenon that's unique to the fat positivity, like, movement.
I have personally felt caught in the middle of this entire discussion. This video is honestly a scary one to make because I know it will inevitably lead to some fat-phobic people calling me a lazy fatty.
No, I don't think that you're a lazy fatty. I think that the people that you're defending are. Because this guy is not going on his platform saying, hey guys, losing weight is fat-phobic. This guy is just listing arguments for each side. But you see what I mean? Even right there, he's victimizing himself on the status of him being fat. And let me tell you, people, normal people interacting with obese people on the internet behave the same way as they would when talking to a skinny person. However, normal people interact differently when they're interacting with fat activists on Twitter, because fat activists are weird.
And it will probably also lead to some fat activists calling me fat-phobic. But as a fat person myself, whose mental health has honestly gone through a lot of ups and downs because of people on both sides of this issue, I felt like I needed to make this video. I honestly don't know if I've ever seen a commentary video on the internet that approaches this topic with the proper nuance that it requires.
Yeah, and that's just where I have to disagree. Like, what nuance do you really need in a situation like this? You have one side of this argument basically promoting an unhealthy lifestyle that has been scientifically proven over years and years of research to be unhealthy, and then a side that says, hey, don't do that. I suppose I agree with you on the nuance of, like, how you should treat these people, because I don't want to live in a world where I can't talk to people of any size the same way. I want to treat everybody of every size the same way, but like these fat activists, I don't treat the same way. Not because they're fat, but because they're suggesting some ridiculous ideas.
But Let me be absolutely clear. The last thing I want to do is be seen as a centrist when it comes to the issue of fat phobia. There is no such thing as being in the middle when it comes to the topic of making life better for fat people.
I think it really depends how you look at making somebody's life better. For me, I would view making a fat person's life better as like suggesting that they do things that would make them healthier, or going on a walk with them. You know, encouraging them along the way to try to like live better. But some people view making their life better from the lens of just like showering them in compliments. Oh, you're 500 pounds? Oh, no, it's okay. You're still beautiful. You're still healthy. So it's like in both of these situations, you can have people arguing that they're trying to make fat people's lives better, but the only one that actually does affect their life literally in a positive way is the one where they're actually changing their life. You know, the one where they're actually striving to make self-improvement and not just like being reaffirmed that the status quo is sustainable.
On the one side, you have the fat-phobic people who make life worse for fat people.
I should definitely say that if you're one of these people that literally just bullies fat people for existing, and I mean literally bullying somebody relentlessly, yeah, you're a shitty person. Especially at school or something, you know, if there's like a kid sitting alone eating a burger, and you just go up to him, start breathing down his neck, all because you want to make fun of him because he's fat, you suck. Like, you actually suck.
The fat positivity / acceptance / liberation movement is a leftist, anti-capitalist movement.
Dude, what is going on? You just said leftist anti-capitalist movement, bro. Oh my goodness, bro. I gotta go get some coffee.
You want to be body positive? Then buy this "All Bodies Are Beautiful" t-shirt. Then buy this Kylie Jenner lip gloss so you can feel like a boss bitch. Then buy this "All Bodies Are Good Bodies" wall art. Then chant "My body is beautiful" in the mirror 10 times every morning, and then you will never hate your body ever again. This hyper-capitalist version of—
oh my god, what is it with this guy and capitalism? I feel like this guy has a fantasy of going to Jeff Bezos' mansion and like sitting on him till he dies. This dude sneaks into his house while his security guards are on like lunch break, and then he sits on him and his bones just shatter. Nah, but we get it. Like, you don't have to say it. We know you don't like capitalism, bro.
Body positivity ignores that to achieve true body positivity and true liberation for fat people, we have to dismantle the toxic elements of the diet industry, the fitness industry, the beauty industry, the plastic surgery industry, the pharmaceutical industry, the food industry. You can't just go buy a body positive t-shirt from Amazon that was most likely produced in a sweatshop and think that that's somehow gonna improve society in any way.
Yeah, but the difference is I believe it won't improve society because being body positive actually doesn't make anybody healthier. You believe it's not gonna improve society because it's not a big enough compliment or something, or it doesn't actually, I don't know, make anything actionable. Click one of the videos on screen now to be transported to a brand new video of mine. Leave a comment saying slush if you made it to the end of the video, and I'll try to heart your comment. Big thanks to all my channel members. As always, you guys rock. Follow my socials. Links are all down below, and I'll catch y'all later. Peace.